Happy Monday morning. Today we are talking about motivation, why we have challenges with it, and how we can be more strategic in bringing it into our lives. I know I need some help, so I need my best friend. Let's go.
You can live a life in flow where your deepest heart's desires become reality.
You are here to contribute through your essence, fall deeper in love with your life and the journey that you are on.
Take what works, ditch the rest, and always stay set for love.
Thank you for being a part of this community. We're all designed to live in flow. So let's go.
Yay! Good morning.
Good morning.
How are
May
you doing?
24th. Oh my gosh, where is this year going? Happy Monday.
Where's the month gone? I feel like it's already this 24th, really?
It just boggles my mind how quickly time goes. Doesn't it just make you just think like, wow, every day is so important. And like every moment that we have, it just feels like valuable, just like super important and super valuable. And so how are we spending our time, and what is it that we're bringing in, and are we excited about our lives and the things that we're doing? And how do we find motivation when we don't feel excited about things, or we do feel I told Julian, I said, I feel slumpy. He's like, slumpy? I'm like, I don't know if that's even a word. I don't think it's a word, but it's just the word of how I feel or kind of felt lately, like slow, lethargic, kind of like in a slump. And so I just kind of put it all together and called it slumpy. And that's when I thought, like, I got to start doing something. Like every day I listened to this podcast this weekend, and the guy, I don't even know I listen to so many, sometimes I can't even remember where they're at, but he said that just adding one thing a day and being not just one thing every day, like picking one thing. So this person picked drinking a glass of water. They were just going to drink a glass of water when they woke up first thing in the morning, because it was a very easy thing to do, and to do that consistently for 30 days. And if you can just stick to doing something consistently for 30 days, as easy as drinking a glass of water, then you will have faith in yourself that you can do things, and that you'll, build that confidence and find that motivation for other things in your life. And so I've been trying to run, or at least get out and move a little bit more. And I've been pretty consistent over the last week, or a little bit less than a week. And I just want to keep at it. I mean, I'd be easier if I just picked drinking a glass of water, because it takes more effort to get out. But what I found, Shelly, is that for me, when I'm exercising, everything in my life is better. Like I'm more motivated. I think more clearly. I'm more creative. I have more motivation in my life. And when I'm not working out, or I'm not exercising, or not getting on the trail, or doing whatever, even if it's just a little bit of moving, I find myself slumpy.
Well, I think too, with first of all, couple things come to my mind when it comes to this conversation. Yeah. Number one is one of the things that I think to keep myself more motivated is I watch other people that I want to be like. Versus even like, let's say Weight Watchers, right? Yeah. And if I fell off the track of being motivated, staying with my points and all of that, and then I look 3 months down the line and my friend is down, 20 pounds or whatever, and here I am struggling. This is not the case, but I'm just saying, then you feel really bad and you think, wow, if I would have just stuck with it. And that's what people need to realize. It's a journey. You're just going to do a little bit each day. And that's the same. You don't have to go run a marathon.
Right.
Go run a block. Go run.
But then how do you get out of that when you feel like that comparison, like, man, if I only, how does that not just bring you down even more? Like, forget it. How does that motivates you? That for you, that's a motivating thing. Like to think I could be there.
A little bit, it makes me feel bad, because then I beat myself up, and I think because I have done this, it'll make me feel like, wow, look where I would have been.
Yeah.
Coulda. And so what's motivating is to then talk to that person and to see their energy and how excited they are and how happy they are. That motivates me to go, you know what? It's not too late for me. 3 months from now, I can still feel the same way they're feeling. And then I can motivate another person by my things that I've done.
Mhm.
It also helps other people. So for me, I don't look now at what I haven't done, and I just I'm right here,
Compare.
right now. So right now, to me, motivating is either get a partner that can make you accountable for
Yes.
whatever it is, whether it's food,
Right.
whether it's exercise,
Work
and
stuff, whatever.
yeah,
Mhm.
and I think that when you do that and you know you're helping someone else, sometimes we can't help ourselves
Mhm.
as much as we can someone else. So maybe to reach out and motivate another person, whether it be a family member or whatever, to start walking at night, and then there's going to be so much more that comes out of those walks at
Mhm.
night, the talks you have, the closeness you're going to build with someone. It's endless. It's just better and better and better. So it's
Mm,
what do
yeah,
you think?
I agree with that. I think that too, also finding something that you can be really motivated around. So it's like, what are your goals? I mean, are your goals things that you're not excited about? Because if you have your goals or things that you want to achieve and you're not excited about it, it's going to be hard to find that motivation. It's like being a student, like going to class when you don't care at all about the class. Like,
Yeah.
why am I even learning this? When am I ever going to use this? It's hard to find motivation around things like that, other than I have to get through it, or like this little one class, the grade matters towards my cumulative, so I have to get through it. Sometimes you have to push through things you don't want to do, but I think as adults, like, we get to choose how we spend our time. So, what are you choosing? And do you have something in your life that's bringing you joy that you're excited about working towards? You know, whether that's getting better at something or improving your health or setting out a project that you're just excited to work on, or expanding a hobby or planning a trip, or I don't know, something that gets you going. I think having something that you're excited about helps to cultivate motivation, instead of just feeling like you have to drag yourself and just be strong and get through something that you hate.
And I think too, once you start, like even let's say with the exercise, you start running, then
Yeah.
the next thing you know, you're playing pickleball or you're doing other sports because you're in better shape. And, motivation cultivates more motivation and you can get
Yes.
so much done. And when you see how, especially exercise, um, how much it helps with your endorphins and your moods,
Mhm.
and how productive you are in every part of your life, not just
That's so true. I definitely noticed that, and I've said it before and I'll probably say it again, but when I'm more in shape, or when I'm focused on my health first and foremost. So like when I found myself in like the darkest times, the only thing that I could even get motivated around was exercise, was just getting out and walking, just being with myself, on the trail somewhere, listening to some music that just was inspiring or felt good, or listening to a podcast. Like when you're in that really, really dark place, just getting out and moving was enough to then spark some ideas and start to feel a little bit better about myself and start to move forward. So, at least for me, I noticed that my overall health is a direct correlation to everything else in my life. Like if I go, why is my work not going well? Or why am I unmotivated here? Or my house is a disaster. And then I go, well, how's my health? And if I'm eating really bad, or if I'm, drinking too much wine, or if I'm anything like that, I just go like, oh, exactly. Because I'm not taking care of my body. And so if I'm not taking care of my body, it's really hard for me to take care of my mind and my heart and like those other aspects of myself. So I find that for me, it really starts with my physical health, which I'm not always great at, but I know that's a
yeah.
concrete place that I can start, and it's not hard other than just getting the motivation to just go and take those first steps.
I also think too, when you don't have any motivation, reach out, ask
Mm,
someone for help, just to say, you know what, I'm not in a good place. I have no motivation. Do you have any tips for me, or is there anything you can do to help me to get started, or, join a class of some sort? Because I think people need people. And
Hmm.
so when we talk about motivation and you don't have any, if you don't have any, that's a way that you can at least, try and get some, is if when you're around other people. And then once you start getting into that, then you'll see the next thing you know, you're helping someone else with their motivation.
Hmm.
And it's infectious. Motivation really does. Once you get going, man, there's no stopping us.
Yeah, that's so true. That's like yesterday when I was telling Julian that I was feeling slumpy and just going like, this is how I feel. I just feel like this slumpy. And I just was thinking like, man, what is wrong with me? So yesterday I went on a run and I did like this 10-minute, 15-minute arm workout. But then I just found myself, I just kept eating. Like I could not stop. I just was like, what is wrong with me? If I had just and not just eating like blueberries and salad. No, I had a bagel at cream cheese at like 8:30 at night. And like I was eating chocolate chip cookies and drinking like mountains. I got a new coffee machine. It grinds the coffee beans. Shelly, I'm so excited. So like I was just making like pots of coffee and I'm like, here I am motivated to start exercising, but then I'm making these terrible food choices. I'm sure it means something psychologically that I'm just not seeing, but it was just like this battle inside of me to like get healthy and stay motivated. But then here I am like eating this bagel going, I know this is bad for me and I just don't care. And I just
No, but you know what, Eva? This is the thing. This is the thing. I still see that smile on your face, and you're really not beating yourself up, because you kind of just got to go with it. You got to take the good with it's not every day you're eating a bagel and cream cheese at 8:30 at night.
yeah.
And I think sometimes when you just listen to those things, and you recognize where you're at, then it's different the next day. I
Yeah, yeah, I
feel
was
like
kinda giving myself a pass yesterday. You know what we also did? We also went out to this, burger place, and they have the best onion rings, and I was dipping the onion rings into the ranch dressing, and I just said, for I don't know what it is about that combination of onion rings and ranch dressing, but I just kept thinking like, this is so great about being a human. Like this moment right here, being able to just have taste I
yes.
just it felt so like just to have some combination of something that just tastes so good. Like I would come back to earth and live another lifetime just to have those beautiful moments of like getting to eat really good food. Even though it wasn't good
I
for
wonder
me.
how many Weight Watchers points those were, though.
I don't want
I
to
bet
know.
you used up all
This is what I'm telling you. I used all my extra points just yesterday because I had the bagel and I had the onion rings and I had
oh
the
my
ranch
gosh.
and I had coffee. And so right. So today, like I went and ran this morning and I'm just gonna be like, hopefully today I can make better choices. I've already got a salad in the fridge. So it's just like
But it's
I
don't
guess the moral
sweat.
of the story is
Don't
get back
sweat
on
the
the
small
horse.
stuff. Like, just keep going. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Motivation. Don't. I think that's the thing. This is the truth that something I struggle with is, I'll be doing really well for a month or a month and a half, and then I'll go somewhere and be at it. Like I went to Florida, and so
Mm.
of course you're not going to be on a diet and counting points or whatever on a vacation. It's just almost you give yourself a free pass. The problem is, instead of coming back after the week, then it takes me a week to get back
Yes.
into staying motivated to do whatever. And I think the best thing to do, I'm a couple pounds up. So the best thing to do is face facts. Like, don't wait too long. Get on back on the scale, get back, stay motivated by,
Mhm.
not prolonging the dread of the scale. I don't know.
Yeah, and I feel that way too about my work. So it's like, especially like when I'm running the summer camp, there's so much energy. There's so much, takes so much motivation to put this whole thing together every year. And then when it's over and I come home, I don't want to do anything. Like I've just given so much energy to this project, to this thing, that it does take me like 2 weeks to even want to do anything,
Yeah.
to serve in any way, to give any energy to anyone else. And I think that's okay. Like when you kind of when you were so good for so long and you're motivated for so long, it's like just motivation comes and goes. And it's not like you ever have to be operating at 100%. I mean, who can? We have to recharge our batteries and just give ourselves a break. And so I think that that's a great lesson also, is just to, if you're in a place where you're unmotivated right now around anything, it's okay to be there and just baby steps back into
Yep.
it. Doesn't have to be like
Recognize
overnight.
it. Recognize it. Say, I see you.
Yep.
And ask for help. That's the thing. So much of the time we just sit in feeling bad about things that we've done or not done.
Mhm.
And I think the best thing to do is just stay present, ask for help. People that love you want to be there for you. And, life is short. It really is. And, I lost a very dear friend, 57 years old. He was such a great friend, and it was so unexpected. And so I just want to give people this, uh, life is short, and you really just live it and be happy. And whether you're motivated or you're not motivated, life has lots of choices, and we need to just
Mhm.
be happy and realize that you don't know how long you have here on this earth. We might as well give it our best. And I just kind of want to say, Barry, you're up in heaven, and I love you, and watch over us.
Right. I love you. I'm sorry for your loss, my friend. It does
Yes,
just makes you definitely appreciate every moment that you have. And like you said, whether you're motivated or not, just be in gratitude, be in gratitude for wherever you are right now. And just know
yes,
that, it's blessed to even have today, to be able to have that onion rings and ranch.
yes,
Like enjoy it. If you're going to be there, just enjoy it wholeheartedly, because tomorrow's never promised.
yes, yes. And that's the thing. Let that motivate you. Life is short.
Yeah.
You got
Yeah.
to live
Right.
it and be happy.
Do something that brings you joy so you can have more flow in your life. I love you,
Yes.
best
Ice
friends.
cream.
No ice cream today. I had all my points yesterday.
Absolutely. All right. Hit the bell, everyone. Have a
Well,
great day.
have a
Love
great
you.
day. Bye. See you tomorrow.